scale. If you're just getting into trucking, or if you're just watching this video because you're curious to know how trucks weigh their load, cool. But if you're just starting out and no one showed you how to use a cat scale, when I first started and I went out with a mentor for a while, that guy didn't show me anything. So when I had to use a cat scale for my first time, I was completely lost on what to do. So this video should help you enough to where you can use it properly. So first, you have to know what the maximum weight is for a dry van, tractor trailer, semi-truck, whatever you want to call it. Which you should know. If you don't, it's 80,000 pounds. Now, each axle has a separate weight maximum. So your steer axle, which is your front axle, the one you steer with, steering axle, the maximum weight for that is 12,000 pounds. The drive axle, which is the rear axle on the tractor, is 34,000 pounds maximum. The trailer axle is also 34,000 pounds. So now you know that, you're ready to go ahead and go on a scale. So when you go up to a scale, a cat scale, you'll see the signs at all the major truck stops. If you have a fancy GPS, it pops up on the GPS and there's a cat scale. You pull onto the scale, and if you look on the scale when you pull up, it's done in sections. 3 sections. There's for the steer axle, the drive axle, and then the trailer axle. So you drive up to that, then you'll see on the left-hand side, out the window, there's a call box. There's 2 buttons that say call. And then it has a number, a metal plate with the scale location number on it. There's 2 ways you can weigh. You can either push that button and talk to the person inside the gas station, and they'll ask you your truck number, your company. They ask you a couple questions. And then when you're done weighing, they'll tell you, okay, go park and come in and get your slip. You'll go in, you'll get your printout that tells you how much each axle weighs, and then I'll tell you the total. Or you can use the app, the Weigh My Truck cat scale app. That's what I use. It's a lot easier. You don't have to go inside and get the piece of paper because they email you a copy of it, so you'll have it with you. But it's whatever you need. All right. So once you get on there and you're weighing your truck, and then you get your printout. Now, say the printout says your steer axle is 11,500. You know you're legal there. So then you look at your drive axle, that weight, and if that says you're 34,810 pounds, I'm just throwing a number out there. And then your trailer axle says you're 33,000 pounds. Okay, these are just numbers. I'm just, giving you an idea to tell you. Okay, so now you know that your drive axle is overweight because it has to say 34,000 pounds or less. Your trailer axle is legal because it's only saying 33,000 pounds. So what you have to do to correct that issue, to make yourself legal, is you have to go to the trailer, by the trailer axle, the front of the first axle, there's either going to be a button that you pull that will release the tandem pins that you see coming out of the holes. It'll release that, or there's a lever. You got to pull that lever and lock that into place, and then that will release the pins. So now you can freely move your trailer axle to correct the weight. Now, before you release those pins, you want to figure out how many poles forward or how many pins forward you have to slide your tandem axle. So since the weight is too high on the drive axle, you need to move the tandems to the issue. meaning that you have to slide the tandems forward towards the drive axle, because that's where the issue is. So if you're too heavy on the trailer axle, then you move the tandems more towards the back of the trailer, okay? So since we have to move it forward, we're gonna move towards the drive, so you're gonna figure out how many pins you have to move that up. So we're gonna move it up 3 pins, just because we have plenty of room to wiggle with. And we're 800 pounds over. Okay, because we've got to get it to 34,000 pounds. So I would move it up 3 pins. Because each hole that's underneath that trailer axle, that slide that they're in, that the pins go into, each one of those holes is generally 400. Some trailers, each hole, I think it's up to like 600 or something like that. But generally they're 400 pounds each hole. Okay, so say they're 400 pounds each hole. You're gonna slide it up 3 to be on the safe side. So you gotta go back out to the trailer, and where that pins are currently sticking out, since you haven't moved them yet, you're gonna get like a key or a pen, or use your finger, and you're gonna make a square, like make a box around the hole that you want to go into. So you're gonna count 3 forward, make a box around that hole, because then now you know where your pin has to be. So you're gonna go into the truck, you're going to pull your tractor brake, your trailer brake out, and you're gonna push your tractor brake in. And that's gonna allow you to lock the trailer brake, lock the trailer axle in place. So when you back up to reverse to move the axle forward, the trailer wheels aren't going to move, just the trailer itself. Okay, so you're going to do that. You're going to go back, check out there at the pins, make sure you're in the hole that you want, push the button again, make sure the pins come out, and then you're going to go around and you're going to reweigh. Don't slide your tandem axle on the scale. They get very mad and people behind you will yell at you. So when you get your first weigh and you see that you're overweight or whatever it is and you have to move your tandems, pull off the scale to move them. Find a safe place where you can move them out of the way. Don't do it on the scale. So now that you have the trailer in the right hole, the pin in the right hole, you're going to go back and reweigh to make sure you're correct. Now, when you reweigh, as long as you use that same scale, it's only going to cost you $2.50. They're not going to charge you the $12.50 to weigh again. Just hit the reweigh button if you're using the app. And if you're going inside to get the paper and not using the app, then just tell them on the call box that it's a reweigh. And then you're going to make sure you're legal. Make sure it says 34,000, 34,000 or less. And then 12,000 maximum on the steers. And then you'll be good to go. There's other ways that you can do it, but the way I just said is, is the easiest way to do it. To figure out, say you got a number that's, crazy high, like you're way over, and you're not really that good at math. Just take that higher number that you're over, put it in your calculator, and then keep on subtracting 400 pounds. Subtract 400, which is 400 pounds, until that number equals out to 34,000 pounds or less, if you're doing the drive axle and trailer axle. And then just count how many times you subtracted 400, and then that's how many pins you have to move. That's a really easy way of doing it. If you're good at math, you can just, exactly how many pins to move it, then good for you. But this should help you out. If not, if you want more details, just call me. Let me know what you need help with, and I will make a video, or I will send you a message. All right, thanks for watching.